Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by again. Today I wanted to share with you another part of my skincare practice, the egg white mask. So over here I have my egg. Now usually I just use the egg white, but today I decided to try something new. I want to modify this. So what I'm going to do is add just a bit of clove oil. Now clove oil is high in a chemical called eugenol, and eugenol is very good at preserving things. I believe clove was used in ancient Egypt to preserve stuff, and I think it has properties that make it a good choice in your skincare. So I'm going to use just about 3 drops of clove oil when I prepare my egg white. And also featured in ancient Egypt is honey. So today I'm going to add just a bit of honey because honey is supposed to be very, very good for your skin. I'm going to add some of that into my egg white. So over here, I love my cute little egg holder. I'm going to use a fork and just chip away at the tip of my egg. And guess what? An egg, I hate using the egg and then tossing away the yolk. So if I'm baking cakes and whatnot, I'll utilize the egg yolk then, or I might add it to some scrambled egg. But what you can do as well is just create a very small hole to pour out the egg yolk. You have to give it a bit of a shake. So I'll take out that egg yolk and make just enough to make my face mask. It takes a bit of a wiggle, but it comes out. It's nice and thick. And these are cage-free eggs that I managed to acquire. It need not be cage-free eggs, but I just love the big orange cartoon yolks of my cage-free eggs. So I'm hooked on the cage-free eggs. I believe when the chickens get to run around and be happy, they produce better. So I'm not going to use all of my egg yolk. I'm not sure the shelf life of this. Before, when I used mask frequently, I would put it up in the fridge. I put it in a sealed small Tupperware container, and that would last me for a couple days. So with this egg mask, however, I'm just going to do it. So I have my egg yolk, a bit of eggshell on the side there, and I'm going to just add about 2-3 drops of clove oil. Similarly, I'm going to just add probably the equivalent. Yes, I'm from the Caribbean, so we do it soul food style. So just a splash of honey. That's probably the equivalent of half a teaspoon of honey, and mix it together. And it looks really, really good, and you can smell the clove. This is just a bit of clove oil because I love the smell of clove, so it's aromatic. And the eugenol is a great preservative, has good preserving properties, so I believe that makes it a good candidate for adding to your face mask. Don't quote me on it though. Just kidding. I've used clove oil before and cloves. So with my fingers, I'm going to apply it. Now, before I did this, before I started filming, I cleaned my face. I used a bit of apple cider vinegar and I cleaned my face thoroughly. So now I'm just gonna apply this. It smells divine. I'm gonna apply this to my face. And this will probably take about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to dry totally. I go down the nose. And I also like, let me get my hair out of the way, I also like to put it on the neck. A lot of people pay attention to their face, but they forget all about the neck. And the neck is very, very important. You can have a beautiful face and your neck is all weathered. It doesn't help that much. So there. I put it just above the eyelid. I didn't put it too close to the eye. And now I'll let this sit for about 10-15 minutes. I like to massage it into the neck. And I should be back with it dried. So while this dries on my skin, I've applied it all the way from my hairline down to my neckline. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna tell you why I think there are huge benefits to using the egg yolk mask. So the egg yolk tones your skin. The egg whites firm your skin by removing excess oil, dirt, and dead cells from your face. Now the honey is a natural moisturizer, so that's why I added the honey to the egg yolk. Also, the egg yolk can remove unwanted facial hair if you were to use it kind of like a wax, but I think that might be a bit much. It also firms and shrinks your pores. It reduces puffiness under your eye region. It rids your face of blemishes. You can see I suffer from acne periodically, so I do have some residual marks that I'd like to fade away and stop the acne from coming in. And it protects your face from UV rays and eliminates blackheads. Now in the egg, there's the enzyme lysozyme, and lysozyme is the same enzyme that's found in your tears and your saliva. Its antibacterial properties, it has antibacterial properties that make it very good for controlling acne on the face. So the lysozyme will help to rid my face of any bacteria that cause the acne. You can see my mask is firming up. Probably talking is not the ideal thing to do when one waits for the egg mask to dry, but we'll continue anyhow. It's up in the air as to whether the egg mask works or not. I have used it when I thought my skin looked dull and like it needed a pick-me-up, and I definitely saw differences, positive differences for use of the egg mask. So today what I really wanted to do is modify it a bit to add more benefits. Why do 3 different things to your face when you can do just one and reap the benefits? So in a few minutes you'll see that it's very shiny. I look like something out of a sci-fi movie. But yeah, you'll see that it's dried. And when it is totally dry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use cold water, not warm water. Yes, it's nice and enjoyable and comfortable. I'm going to use cold water to remove the egg yolk from my face. I don't want to cook it on my face. So the cold water would be beneficial. It'll help close my pores as well and seal in that goodness. So this is how it looks close up. I can see creases because I have my mouth and my eyes open in this position. So I recommend using the egg mask probably once a week or once every 2 weeks. I don't think you have to use it more frequent than 7 days to see the benefits of it. And what I love about this is it's something that you can find in your own house. You know, there are always eggs that you can use. And because I open my egg like this, I can put a piece of plastic over that and say that for repeat visits and periodically to, you know, extract my white as I need. And yeah. But what I have here is some leftover mask mix. So what I'm gonna do is put that in a little container. That'll probably give me one more mask. And when I'm removing it, I won't be rubbing very vigorously. I want to keep that lovely tightness that the egg put into my skin. I want to keep that going. I wanted to include a bit of information on the benefits of clove oil, why we put that into the mask. Clove oil helps in reducing sagginess of the skin, and it prevents the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's noted as a very powerful anti-aging ingredient in most cosmetics. It removes the dead skin cells and helps blood circulation, which is directly related to building on your youthful and radiant skin glow. So that's why we use clove oil. It's a powerful preservative. You'll find that if you have clove in foods and stuff like that, they'll last longer because of clove, and it has some really good properties that makes it an excellent choice for your skincare. So I'm going to go, without further ado, and wash this off with cold water and pat dry. You can see that it's very thin. It's not of a consistency that I can peel it off my face, but my skin is feeling very, very nice. So I'll be back in a minute. So I'm back. This is how my skin looks now. It feels amazing. And I still have the residual smell of the clove oil, which is always very nice for me. I love clove and the smell. Here you have it. I hope you feel free to experiment with this face mask at home and reap the benefits as well. Thanks again for stopping by to my channel. It's always a pleasure. Please feel free to like and subscribe if this is what interests you, and stay tuned for more videos from me. Bye!